Hello again and welcome to Ndudu by Fafa.
So today, if you'd like to turn this beautiful codfish from this to that and that, then you better stay tuned. It's simple, it's flavor packed, and it's also Ndudu by Fafa. You know what I mean? Let's start. So I have my organic carrot, and I'll tell you what, it makes a difference when you go for the organic carrot. It's just packed with flavor and it's all natural flavor. And this sweetness of this carrot is going to complement my dish perfectly. So I have peeled it and sliced it lengthways. You can slice it into whatever shape that you do prefer. Preheat your oven to 180 degrees. And I'm just going to bake this for 20 to 25 minutes just to intensify that sweet flavor. So now I'm going to talk about flavor number 2. So flavor number 2 are my bacon lardons, and these are the smoked ones. They're readily available in most supermarkets. Now, we've got that sweetness of that carrot, and we're going to have this beautiful, smoky, lovely texture that's going to be infused into this dish by using the bacon lardons and the smoked one, of course. Now, I'm going to render the fat of the bacon lardons. So to that, you just place it in your wok or your preferred saucepan on a medium to low heat and just cook it through, and the fat will just render out as you can see here. So at this stage, what I'm going to do is add my chopped onions, and I have used the red onions here because they're not as intense, but you can use any other onion that you do prefer. Don't restrict yourself. If you do have some shallots, those are like incredible. That's like, I'd say, the best alternative to use, but I just used the red ones just because that's what I had available. Now, over the weekend, if you watched my Snap or my Instagram stories, I did mention I was making this hottest chili in the world's chili sauce, yes, which is the Carolina Reaper. Yes, I know it rips your tongue apart, and it was for a friend, and I did that and he picked it up. It was just incredible. Anyway, so I do have my homemade chili sauce that I'm just gonna add a little bit to this for that little kick. So of course I've got that smokiness, and I'm gonna get the sweetness that's gonna come from the onions, and to that I'm just adding just a little bit of my chili sauce. Now, in the absence of your chili sauce, I mean, you can add some chili flakes, but I think that this is just incredible. Now, when I did put the video up in terms of the chili sauce, I had lots of requests. Everybody was asking that if they could actually purchase some. So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, let me think. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue cooking here. So I'm just warming this through and mixing everything together. Yet again, you notice I'm cooking on a medium to low heat to allow that infusion to take place. Now, what I'm going to do is balance this flavor because I've got the smokiness, I've got the sweetness from the onions, and I've got that little kick that's also going to come from the chili sauce. So I'm going to increase the heat, and now I'm going to add a little bit of white wine to it. Clearly, this is one of the few times I'm going to say you need to cook on a high heat. The reason why you need to increase that heat is to allow the alcohol to evaporate from this mixture. Because what I do require from the inclusion of the white wine is to balance the flavors, the smokiness, the sweetness, and it just adds that little tanginess to this dish that it so requires. It's all about the flavors and infusions, and you should know that by now within Ndudu by Fafa. So to render the bacon lardons, that will take here about 10 minutes. And then this other process just takes you another 5 to 6 minutes. So whilst the carrot is cooking, this is almost done as well. So now I'm going to move to my cod, which is, of course, the pièce de résistance. Now, this is also another flavor-packed journey, but it's just going to be so. Then again, you can purchase your cod from your local fishmongers or supermarket. So I have got my cod fillet here that I've placed in my baking tray. So that I'm going to drizzle with a little bit of olive oil because I'm going to be infusing it with more flavors. So for that aromatic flavor, I'm drizzling my cod with some dried rosemary. Now, yet again, that's readily available online or in most supermarkets. Now that's just going to give this dish an incredible flavor. Now bearing in mind that cod is delicate, I don't want to overpower it. So that's why I've used the word drizzle. It's just a little pinch over it. Now you think that's done? No. The next thing I'm going to do is add some smokiness to it. So using a pinch or two of my smoked paprika, I'm just spreading that over my cod. So I just want that residual smokiness in there, but I don't want it to overpower it. Of course, we've got that smokiness coming from the bacon lardons, so that's just marrying this flavor together, you see. So you're going to bite into this beautiful rosemary that is aromatic and the slight smokiness that's coming from the smoked paprika. And then we got that sweetness and tanginess coming in from those, you know what I mean? It's flavor packed. So, of course, I've added my salt to taste as well. And I'm just brushing this. So this is just me marinating it. You can use your fingers, of course, but, you know, me and my kachete, anyway. Ensure that my fish is thoroughly marinated in this beautiful mixture. You turn it over and you repeat the same process. Your rosemary, your dry rosemary, that is. If you do have a fresh one, you can use that. Your pinch or two of your smoked paprika. Yes. Gosh, I can't even get the words out of my mouth. And salt to taste. And of course, just brush it as you can see here. Now, at this point, you preheat your grill to 180 degrees because I'm going to grill this bad girl and I'm going to grill for 8 minutes. Now, I'm talking about ketchup. Why don't I just go and bake the cod? Oh, no. I had to place the cod on a bed of bay leaves. You know what I mean? Yes, it's that Ndudu twist again because it's going to give it this slight, lovely, aromatic flavor that permeates through the fish whilst it's grilling. Is just incredible. I mean, it's optional. You can do without it, but you know, if you want to eat that Ndudu way, then you have to try it this way. You know what I mean? Now my cod is ready for me to place it in my grill, which is going to be there for 8 minutes. It's preheated and it's just so. So now I'm going to move on to my bacon lardons and onions. That's just perfect. And I'm adding some fresh basil to it. You can find that in Ghana as well. I think it's known as the akoko mesal. You have the Ghanaian basil as well. So you have no reason not to try this recipe, you know. Equally, in the absence of the bacon lardons, you can try using some smoked fish in place of it, because then it gives you that smokiness to this dish and you end up with a pescatarian meal. So why not? It's just thinking outside the box. That's exactly what helps. At this point, my carrots are just perfectly baked. It's intense with its flavor and it's got that slight crunch to it as well, and it's just perfect. So I'm just going to add that to my mixture. So of course that's going to act as my carbohydrates for today. I'll be honest with you, I'm so loving the colors of this. Like, you know, how beautiful the carrot is. And you've got that smokiness from the bacon lardons. You've also got the onions for its sweetness and that white wine that is just balanced that flavor altogether. I've added the basil as well. It's just like, let me add some more just for that greenness and, you know, for that balance of color. Yeah. So I think about this as well. And I think when you've taken the time out to make a dish like this for yourself, it's best for you to also treat yourself, you know. So yeah, I'm going to check on my cod just to make sure that it's perfect, because the last thing you want is an overdone cod. And that just looks beautiful. Hey, I want for today. Bro. Now we do our bing. Hey, Charlie. Abanuka, Baba Lilo, where I my dressing and a mala. I'll leave the fish to rest just for about 2 to 3 minutes, just to allow that infusion to take place whilst I start plating up. I think today I'm going to, do that ketchup plating up so you guys can see exactly what I tend to do. So yeah, enjoy. And the beauty about allowing your fish to rest a bit is you end up with that beautiful juice that comes out that you can then drizzle over your shenanigans as you do. And of course, I'm adding my okra tempura, which is also another recipe that'll be coming up for you guys. We're taking things to the next level, okay, really. 2019 kitchen. Yeah, absolutely. And so this was my Sunday lunch. And yeah, I finally managed to do the voiceover and everything. And you guys should be watching it soon once he uploads. Now, if this is your first time of watching. Do not forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, and the notification button if you'd like to be seeing more videos like this, which means that each time I upload a video, you're notified of it and you do not miss a thing. And we do not want to miss you because our notification gang chale ide. I love you guys. Now, naturally, I'd leave the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog in ndudu.blogspot.com, so do check it out. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat as Ndudu by Fafa, so do pass by and say hi. Until next time, take care of you, be nice, be beautiful, be your gorgeous self. And if you're ever going to change for yourself. Me love you just the way you are.